Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 65 of our FTB OceanBlock Let's Play series, where today we are working on getting Powah set up and automating the energizing orb using just vanilla mechanics. Let's check it out. All right, well, welcome back to Oil Rig TheAndrata here, and today we're going to kind of take a little bit of a deviation from our singularity automations, just because we've been doing it for, couple episodes here, and it's not the most 100% engaging content, so I want to go ahead and switch gears a little bit, and we're going to work on setting up some Powah infrastructure, because right as it stands now, we're doing pretty decent on our power, right? So we have 582,000 being input from all of our power sources that we have going on, our reactor, our whatever that dude up there is called, I can't remember, gas burning generator, and our lava gen that we still have going on. And we're using anywhere between, it does spike up every once in a while to about 500,000 RF a tick, but the average seems to be, about 200, let's say 200 RF per tick average, or 200,000 RF per tick, not 200 RF per tick. So with that being said, I kind of want to set up Powah. Why am I going so fast? There we go. And see how that compares with other power generation in this pack and everything, and get going there, because like I said, we have our reactor over here and it's doing great. We're having no issues with the reactor. Honestly, I probably could bump this up to the 30 millibucket burn rate. I am just a little bit nervous to do so, but I do have fail safes set up now for like nuclear waste, which is most likely our issue from last time. We shouldn't run out of any of our resources now because I have them all automated. Fuel is going to be good to go. This guy has been running pretty much non-stop producing plutonium, and then this guy, I think did I disable this? I think I did, because I didn't want to burn through all the fluorite, but we can just let this run. That's perfectly fine. And so it'll start getting polonium again and run. Oh, you know what? It looks like it was running anyway, based on the fact that the polonium was low. It was doing its own thing on its own anyway. Cool. But anyway, yeah. So I don't see that we have any issues with power here, but I want to just see what other options we have. Let's try something else. Should we bump this up? Let's just bump this up to like a 25 millibucket burn rate. Are you okay? You gonna have a fit? Let's check our water again. What was the water? How do I see the water again? Oh, 499,000 millibuckets per tick. And then you are cooling 640,000 or outputting 640,000. So yeah, you seem to be good. That does bump up our power gen a bit there. Let's just, let's just do it. We're going to the wall, 30. Max this guy out. Almost max this guy out. He still technically has a little bit of headroom there. And let's trust our fail safes are going to actually do the thing that they're supposed to do and fill up if, shut off if this thing starts freaking out. Okay. So with that being said, let's head back home, and we're going to start working on setting up Powah automation. Now, for Powah, we conveniently are a little bit lucky that we have seeds for most of the base essences. By the way, in between episodes, I went ahead and taught the system. It's probably easiest to just go ahead into here. All of our essences that we have, I taught the system how to make just the materials, because it's been a while since I've done that. So I taught it how to make gold, leather, rubber, bronze, all of the stuff that we've been making for a while. I taught it how to actually craft them as needed, if needed. So just, yeah, throwing that out there. The system knows how to make that. Also, this. So, excuse me. I went AFK for maybe about 4 hours just to let some of these essences build up, like the the electromessence and stuff like that we had made. And I we went AFK, and I forgot that I had my cow essence accelerated down in my mystical agriculture area. Yeah, cow essence completely filled up the drawer and my refined storage system, to the point where everything was stuck because nothing else could go into here. So I solved that problem. I made a 1024 storage disk. I just taught the system how to make that, and they're actually honestly not terribly too expensive. Like it's just it's diamonds, but it's only 20 diamonds really. Like silicon essence is probably the most expensive in the quartz enriched essence if we don't have it. Outside of that though, like it's not terribly too bad. I am seeing that slime. Yeah, we actually are starting to run low on actual slime. I don't remember where we got slime from, but we have slime essence. I made slime seeds in between episodes. I made a couple seeds. You guys may not know about the electrum. I made electrum in bronze, the glowstone, the prismarine. I went and killed some slimes, got the slimes. We have energized steel. I think that we had that before. You can see cow has 2 spots. Gold has 2 spots. This fertilized essence has 2 spots. Just because we have gathered so much of them. But anyway, so we have this, and if we go pop into here, I think our gold is maxed out again, and I haven't even AFK'd since then. Yeah, 1792 stacks. 1792 stacks. So gold is filling up in our system here. Like if we go insert only and we clear this out, but we have 14,000 gold essence sitting in our system. I don't even think, I don't think I have gold essence even sped up. I always lose. I say that every episode too, but I do. I always lose where this thing's at. So I still have feather, the chicken essence going because, well, oh, actually we have quite a lot now. Okay, we had a bottleneck of chicken essence where we weren't getting enough. We do now. I turned the cow essence off by just removing the click variable thing so that the cow essence isn't going. Oh, I do have gold essence still going. Okay. I didn't even see this one here. I forgot that I had this there. We can turn gold essence off. And then I have inferium essence so that we can start producing some insanium because, oh, look, we have a ton of insanium. I wanted to make sure that we had enough of that for crafting going forward. And, well, turns out we do now. 255 insanium is a lot of freaking essence. Is this... These are blazing crystals, right? Yeah, okay. I was like, do I have gold doubled up here somewhere? I'm debating, should I turn off the feathers? I don't know. 27,000 is a lot, but to be honest, it's kind of not, because we're using it for the angel ring, angel wand cores, and the cakes, and other things in the future too, I believe. How are we doing on all of our automations, by the way? Everything's going well. Looks like, yes. I don't see any blazing capacitors coming in though. What am I missing? Blazing crystal essence. Ah, all right. We're going to have to speed up the blazing crystal essence. Let me add that to my to-do. Eventually, I want to speed up all the things, but we're kind of going piecemeal as it is now. I also turned on my wither skeleton killer so we can start getting more nether stars. Yeah. Anyway, enough tangents. Let's work on Powah. Okay, so what do we need for power? Like I said before, luckily we have seeds, so we can tier up straight to blazing tier if we really wanted to, except for the fact that we don't have enough essence. So I said I was going to do that in between episodes, but I'm going to go ahead and speed up the blazing essence so that I can use some of this for crafting purposes now. So yeah, you guys have seen me do this enough. I'm just going to move this over to here and we will be right back. All right, there we go. Blazing essence is sped up to the max. I just went ahead and grabbed one of the ones out of the system instead of moving it because eventually, like I said, eventually I like to have them on each one. So, yeah. Let's see, how is our guy doing here? It's maintaining. Yeah, we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay with this. Eventually, I'm probably going to have to expand to the other side and set up an exact copy of this, and maybe even over here and over here. Like if we start tick accelerating all of these exporters or importers may not be able to handle the upkeep, but for now, it seems like we're okay. Cool. All right, so Powah, again, back to where we were. We have some things we need to teach the system and get going from there. So the first things with power that we're going to need are going to be these energizing rods. These are the key crafting item that's going to go along with the energizing orb. Okay, so energizing orb and then energizing rods. And unfortunately, you do have to tier up. So we're going to have to go from bottom to top. So we're going to have the energizing orb starter, and then we're going to have the basic, which is going to be just these few things. It's going to require the starters here. And blocks of quartz. Teach the system how to make that. And then hardened tier is going to be same thing, except you're going to need to learn how to make hardened capacitors, which is this. And I already taught the system how to make the energized steel. Remember last episode I said I went through all our essences, so we're good to go there. And then the blazing one, we should know how to make everything here. And then we might as well just teach the system all the tiers, because eventually we're going to get there. The niotic crystals are going to go, and we're going to teach the system how to make the niotic crystals in the energizing orb, but we'll get there eventually. And nitro. Okay, and energizing orb itself is just going to be this, so we can just request that because we only need the one. If I hit the right button. And then while it does that, let's go drop all these off into our crafter. Okay. These things are filling up very quickly. Just slightly concerning. What did I just speed up? I just don't like seeing that these were all blue at the beginning of the episode. Well, these two were yellow, these were blue, and now all of a sudden they're all red. Um, what is filling up this system? It's just I got to maintain, because if I don't, okay, it's just the gold essence still. Okay. Even the million is only going to be a buffer up until we fill that million, and then we're going to be out of luck again, and I'm going to back stuff. And as you can see, it can quickly back stuff. So, because we're getting a lot of things. Anyway, so energizing orb should be good to go. Bam. And then we're going to need the thingamadudes. Now, one thing I want to do is, because of NBT data, what is the hotkey for the oh, that's my night vision. Hey, night vision. The jetpacks. I want to turn off. You know what? Let's just take the jetpack off. I don't want it to charge the things. I want them to go into my inventory because of the fact that they'll get NBT data, but I want to pick them up for quests. Because if we go to Powah, we have quests to pick up the. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was going to say to pick up the energizing rods, but it's only one quest per tier, so it doesn't matter. Forget it then. Forget about it. I don't need to pick them up. They can just stay in the system permanently. Cool. Okay, so Powah. Let's see. So I could craft up to the blazing tier. Please stop moving. So let's get 12 of these. And that should be more than enough to get the initial crafting going. And then eventually we can upgrade them if needed. And they don't stack. I forgot about that part. And bam. Okay, so we got 12 of those. We have our energizing orb, and then we're going to want to automate this guy. Now, in the past, I've used a couple different mods to do this. Of course, refined storage. We're going to need to get ourselves a crafter. So let's go ahead and grab a. There's actually quite a few recipes for this, so we can just grab one of our gold crafters we have lying around. So we have a crafter. We're going to need a comparator. And like I said, in the past, I have used other mods to do this, but I think we can just make this work with a comparator, gold crafter, and some pipes or a hopper, maybe even. I'm just trying to think, because the issue with the energizing orb is you cannot accept multiple items into the energizing orb at any one time, or else it will fail to craft. So you have to pulse your crafter so that it can only put items in once and then pull them out at a different date or time, I guess. But I think this plus some redstone should be enough to get everything done. Probably a little bit more redstone than that, but and then from the energizing orb, we're going to want. Now, the energizing orb has a hidden inventory. It has a hidden input and an output slot. So you're not going to be able to pull out the items that you put in. So I think just some pipes to a chest might work, or to an interface. So let's get, you know what? Let's use the, I kind of like those translocators. Let's teach the system how to make those. The item transporter. I like these. Single block, don't need a pipe. Don't have to set anything up. They're filterable even if you really wanted them to. So let's do that into an interface probably. Bam. Okay, cool. All right, that should be all we need. Let's go down here and we're going to set up this automation down here because this is going to be random automation island. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, we need to get our energizing orb put down somewhere. And we're going to need to get these energizing rods set up. So let's get ourselves a flux point. So let's look up flux because I have one here. And let's get some power cables, universal cables. So we're going to need, I have 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I kind of like the idea of just having 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, how about that? Put those away, and then we can grab these, and then these should pop into my inventory. Yes. $12. Not the greatest looking system in the world. I'm not going to lie, but it's okay. So you are our Powah, or our energizing orb. Okay. And you can just go ahead and disable limit so these things can charge as fast as they can, and we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so these guys are going to buzz into our energizing orb. So on the energizing orb itself, we're going to want to go ahead and set up our crafter, and we're going to want the crafter to face, nope, we want the crafter to face into the orb. So let's grab our wrench. There. Okay. Now, the energizing orb itself does emit a redstone signal when it is finished crafting. So we should be able to set up a comparator here. We can set this guy to be redstone signal, redstone pulse inserts the next set. Set that there. That should pulse into that. And theoretically, that should be all we need. If we get a chest. All right, that knife or cutting board or whatever that is driving me nuts. Anchor. Cutting board. There we go. Thank goodness. Okay, cool. That's going to go over to there. And yeah. And if we set up a chest like here, we can set the transporter here and here. Can you go on the side, please? No, it only wants to go on the top. Really? Really, buddy? Can I like, will you do that? No. Okay. What if we just for example, put that there, put this on the side, break this, then we put the energizing orb back. Maybe that'll work. And that's going to be the output, and it's going to go into the chest. Okay. So then we just need to get some cabling over here. Any in my inventory? No. Let's go ahead and do that. No, Band of Aura. Go away. Come on. Why are you swimming so funny? And we can just go straight across here. I'm like, for some reason, he's like swimming so weird. There we go. It's like my flight disabled itself for some reason. Okay. Let's see if this works. So we need to set up a recipe real quick. And so our next tier of stuff is going to be past blazing. We're going to get, I think it's the spirited. No, niotic. Okay, so we're going to want niotic crystals, which is going to be a diamond inside of an energizing orb. Okay, so if we go over here and we just put this recipe inside of here, and we say we need a niotic crystal, and we request niotic. Stop moving, please. Niotic crystal goes in, does its thing, and then it should pulse. Okay, so now if I request Stop it. 10 of these. Does it do the thing? Okay. It did not. Where did this battery come from? Excuse me? I don't even know. Oh, duh. I'm dumb. That's my fault. Huh. There we go. Let's do it like so. All right. So I need to pulse this really quick. That was my fault. I set that up wrong. Give that a pulse. So it inserts the next set. It just reset the gold crafter. So then this should pulse. Huh. Well, it does do the whole pulling thing, but this part isn't working. Now, so it emits a redstone signal. Huh. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right. So something like this works. It's just it causes a delay in the signal being shut off, so it technically is counting it as a pulse. It works. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Like, it does what it's supposed to. So if I just do this and I say, hey, you're going to go into there, and then I just get my cable link set up to that interface, will now complete the craft, and then that is automated orbs with just vanilla mechanics. Could you set it up with other things? Yes. In the past, we used cyclic. We could probably use RF tools with the receiver and transmitter to do it, but this is all just vanilla. Nothing extra special. So just a couple repeaters, and it just causes a pulse. Easy as that. So we can go ahead and yeah, we can get rid of that. I don't think we're going to need it. And this should be able to handle pretty much all of the any craft that we're going to have come up. We're going to put those in there so that it'll complete the craft, so that the system doesn't freak out that we don't have those in there. And then, yeah, okay, we're good. So then we can teach the system how to do the other tiers of crystals as well. So if we go back here to Powah, we can say, hey, I want to craft the spirited crystals, same way. And the niotic crystals, or the nitro crystals, is the same way, except for the fact that the nitro crystals takes more things, but you get more from each one. The only thing that we're not going to know how to make is the block of blazing crystal, but we have that now easily. So if we go pop this into here slowly, the block of blazing crystal can go here. And then the energizing orb can have this and this. We should now be able to say, hey, I want nitro crystals. Give me those. And it'll craft the nitro crystals. And we can validate that it's working. It's doing the buzzy thing. Charging up. Wow, that it charges up extremely slow for nitro crystals. Nitro seeds is what now? Nitro seeds. It requires, there's no nitro crux. Okay. So that just requires 4 of these crystals. So after this first one, I'm going to go ahead and craft the seeds, because this is, look, it's at 11%. 20 million RF has to go in here. I'm going to craft the seeds, so then we can upgrade all these to nitro, so you don't have to worry about it. And I'll just actually make the seeds for all of the tiers, which then honestly makes our automation here pointless, because we'll have the seeds for everything. Mystical agriculture does kind of make things a little bit pointless, I guess. I mean, it is one of the ultimate resource crafting mods by having it installed. You really don't need to do all these automations and stuff, but it's fun to do. But I'll make the seeds. That way we have them. I'll keep these recipes here as backups in case we run out of the seeds and it can manually make the things, but we'll get the seeds. So let me add nitro crystal seeds, spirited and neotic. So again, crafting these is just for the spirited, so I'll craft those. And we actually already have the neotic that we would need, right? That I make 4. Yeah, I made 10. So we can craft those, and then that way we'll have all those ready for us, which means next episode we can start working on the Powah reactor setup. And we can go straight to the nitro tier without having to have any issues. Just requires some uraninite and then nitro capacitors. And then I think for this, what do we need? I think it's like 36 of these that we need to get the reactor built, and then 800,000 RF per tick from this. And here's the question. I've never tried it in the past. Can this be tick accelerated? I don't know. Maybe it can. Maybe we can super speed it with our whole integrated dynamics acceleration wand set up, and we can super speed our reactor to get crazy amounts of power. But we're going to have to automate this. We're going to have to work on getting dry ice for the system. We're going to want to get ether gas. We're gonna have to pump ether gas into it to keep it cool, redstone, coal, and all that stuff. And then for the dry ice, we're gonna be automating that using a little bit of Botania, similar to how we have over there. We'll get another Pure Daisy set up, and then a constructor destructor setup going on there. So man, this is still going 58%, and you can't do anything about it. I can tick accelerate these, which would be the only thing to get them to get their power into there faster, but it really doesn't help much, because then you tick accelerate it and then it runs out of power, and then it's just not doing much anyway. So yeah, that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.